What's up, Juventini? Club World Cup planning has begun for Juventus. This could mean new life for loanees, Rugani being one of them. We'll go through the details. New contacts have happened between Juve and David Hancko. We'll look at the details there, and we have entered the race for a winger out of France. The BBC coming back in the office to sweeten the pot for Conte. We have an offer out there for the manager. We're going to break all of this down and the latest rumors around Giuntoli and our projected lineup for the game tomorrow. Tudor switching up the formation. We're going to look at all this together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's May 17th. Let's rock with the news, and we kick things off with the planning for Club World Cup has begun at Juventus with certain players carrying future uncertainty. We could have new life for loanees. Jalo, Facundo Gonzalez, and even Daniele Rugani. But when we look at these players individually, Thiago Jalo, I can't make sense of this signing anymore whatsoever because all the reports still indicate he is going to be moved quickly by Juventus. For Facundo Gonzalez, he's got a shot, and I'd like to see him at Club World Cup, but most likely heading for a loan next season. Daniele Rugani, carrying a final contract year. In his own words, still has respect for Giuntoli and said Giuntoli was great with him. Maybe, just maybe, he can help lighten the load we have to work with at center back next season under that final contracted year. It'll be one to watch, but the Club World Cup could see these guys at least coming into the fold and helping out for that tournament. Meanwhile, a defender we are still in on, David Hancko. A lot of questions coming in. What's going on with him? Well, the latest is there have been new talks between Giuntoli, Juventus, and the player and his entourage. Now, there are other outlets claiming this was going to be more of a signing for Thiago Motta. We will find out in the end. We're even going to find out if Giuntoli's going to be the one making the signing or if we're going to sign him at all. But this is more Juve just monitoring the situation and still keeping him close and keeping in contact in case they want to strike. So new talks have happened between Juve and David Hancko. Meanwhile, we have entered the race for a winger. 23-year-old winger from Marseille, Luis Henrique. He apparently is now a potential target for Juventus. He has a value of 35 million from Marseille. Also, he's got an agreement already made with Inter. However, Inter has only come up to 22 million. So Marseille, not happy with that, is opening it up for other clubs. We're just going to put that name in the back pocket for now. Meanwhile, the BBC coming back to Juve in the office. Not just Bonucci, but apparently Barzagli could be entering the mix as part of a technical staff. This now is really starting to take shape as sweetening the pot with another figure close and having strong ties with Antonio Conte. And Nico Schira updated us late last night claiming that Juve is making a big push for Antonio Conte through these types of moves. We're hearing about trainers that we are putting offers out that have ties and history with Conte. Now you've got Bonucci, you've got Barzagli as well, Chiellini trying to get the band back together, and Nico Schira added there is a 3-year contract sitting waiting for Antonio Conte. Now, I know there is a large portion of the fan base that does not want Antonio Conte to return, but there is a large portion that wants him to return. Does the 3-year contract, knowing he's going to be a high salary, and also keep in mind that the salary is probably a big factor as to why we didn't go that route last season and went with Motta. Does this give you second thoughts for anybody that is a yes to Antonio Conte? Hit me in the comments. So right now, as it stands from everything we're hearing, Juve is his if he wants it. All right, so if he wants it, the job is his. Will he take the 3-year contract offer? Let's see. There are rumors stating that he has to win the Scudetto with Napoli this season in order to be able to break free, but I'm not buying that. If you date back to the beginning of the season, he apparently has a clause there, and this has been reported by a lot of outlets. He can break free whenever he wants, so let's see. But Juve, it's his if he wants it. Meanwhile, Giuntoli, he's being surveyed by Milan that has a vacancy at their sporting director role, but it's being reported Giuntoli has zero intentions of walking away from Juventus because he has a lucrative contract, $2 million a season for 4 more years remaining. So if anything happens, Juve's gonna have to break it. Let's see. Meanwhile, tomorrow we got a big game against Udinese. You know we're live 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, getting you hyped up for this game. And Tudor set to make a change. 4-4-2 incoming. Di Gregorio, Costa, Vega, Kelly, and Cambiaso across the back. You're going to have Gonzalez, Locatelli, McKennie, and Weah across the middle with Colomuani and Yildiz up top. What do you think about that setup? Hit me in the comments of what do you think about all the other news. You know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the AJC army, but let's mix it up in the comments, and I want to see you all there tomorrow morning live, because we also choose 2 winners for our kit giveaway tomorrow. Can't wait till then, all right? As always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.